You're such an asshole.
Business. Hello, I'm a college school graduate manager. I graduated top of my class. Hello? We got another business school question. I'm a 28-year-old man who graduated from a non-target business school 4 years ago. Started my own company with a friend right after uni, then got a job in financial sales, but hated it so much that I made negative comments about it and was fired after approximately 6 months. Went through 8 months of unemployment. I'm not laughing at you, man. I'm just laughing at like how, and should I be like viral by now? Shouldn't like somebody be like, whoa, we got to prevent the young generation from majoring in business? Like, man, this kid's right. I got a little nephew or niece or younger brother. Hey, look, kid, you can't be going to major in business. I know. That truth is not as sweet as the tasting lies that the teachers tell the little children in K through 12. Do whatever you want. And those people who try to introduce reality and labor market economics, they're haters. Then try sales again and was fired because I was often late, put in quotes, often late, not listening to instructions enough. I can guarantee you, working in business, particularly sales, you probably did just fine. That company, if you go and look them up, are probably bankrupt, and they were just trying to, beat more blood out of their employees because it was crisis mode, according to the manager. I hated sales jobs and found both the profession and people a bit dumb. A bit. How can people who wear their hats like this be a bit dumb? I mean, they're geniuses, especially the ones with MBAs. But all my friends always pushed me towards this path because I had convinced 120 women to sleep with me by the age of 25 and have good people skills in general. That's a good sales job. Are you sure you shouldn't have become a porn star? I'm being deadly serious. If you could swing that, that's a lot. That is holy cow. I'm starting to think of the labor that went into chasing down 120 women at 25. So let's say 16, that's 9 years. 12. Wow. That's one a month, roughly. I've now been working in consulting for 1 year and a half, but I still feel like it's a misfit. Not that you are a misfit, but it's a misfit. I also felt like business was a worthless college degree and probably lost confidence as a result. But my 24-year-old brother, who also studied business, is already making $11,000 net monthly as a private banker in a place. So we probably can't call it all business degrees. No. Your brother got lucky. Okay. All business degrees are worthless. And if you make money in spite of a business degree, like me, I'm lucky, because most people will not make money with a business degree. They just won't. I would also say if your brother is a private banker who's younger, I almost guarantee you he has what's it. And that's not too far of a stretch. And it's very likely because you obviously have what's it with women. You could attract women. He just could attract employers. So if we were to talk maybe a little bit more, I'm sure your brother's very charismatic. He's good looking. He's got a great set of hair. I bet you he's got some really nice hair. So that is a statistical outlier. Your brother got lucky. Not to say he didn't work hard for it, but he got lucky. So I would not say, all business, it must have been a failure. In other words, trust me, it's not you, it's the degree. Okay. It's the fact you went to business school and you didn't major in accounting. Anyway, I'm now quite frustrated as I'm still making $35,000 a year. I'm still not focused at work or proud of what I do. I'm thinking of starting medical school at 28. Do you think I still have time? What would you do in my situation? Thanks. And we'll just keep you anonymous. I said, what'd you major in business school? What did you major in? You majored in management. Yeah, I should have majored in finance. No, finance would have also been completely worthless. What do you think finance is? All finance is sales. And it's a dying industry simply because everyone's doing index investing. You got robo-advisors. Plus, don't know if you knew this, finance people have pretty much ruined the reputation since the 80s Wall Street days to what was their coup d'etat performance, having the taxpayer bail them out in 2008 and 2009. Yeah, I mean, Silicon Valley has eclipsed Wall Street. There's no future in finance, none. You're hounding me. You did major in that? Yeah, you would have had a major in accounting. All right, to get to your specific question. Is it too late to start medical school? No, not at all. That's perfectly fine. 28, you got time, man. You could do it. My question is this: do you want to do that? Because you got some kind of sales skills, but you already have a degree in business. Have you thought about just going and getting your CPA? I mean, they don't teach you absolutely nothing. I mean, maybe 5% of it is worthwhile. So you're familiar with business. If you went back for what, a year and a half, 2 years, got yourself a degree in accounting, then you have to go to like maybe a year or so to get enough master's credit. You sit for the CPA, get the CPA. That's a lot less investment in time than becoming a doctor. So that, I mean, you really mentally want to become a doctor. You have to have that, the testing, the internships, and the more schooling, and the cost. So if it's something you really want to do, sure, you could do it. Yeah, I'm for people who want to become. They want to become doctors. Go be a doctor. There's nothing wrong with that. But you should do more sitting and thinking about that, and look what it takes to become a doctor. Go look at all the tests you got to take. I'm not talking the tests that are in school. I mean, like the qualification test and this test and that test, all these tests you got to take. Look at the costs and then say, all right, do I really want to become a doctor because I love becoming a doctor? Or am I just doing it for the money? If you're doing it for the money, dude, there's nothing wrong with making 6 figures as a CPA doing other people's taxes. And that's a lot less investment. Something you already have a penchant for. I mean, you had to take some accounting classes in management. That would be something I'd have you also consider. You know what? I'm going to recommend on top of it, you maybe look into the military. There's nothing wrong. You got a management degree. Start off as an officer, I think. Just something to consider. But yeah, you could go into medical school. Sure. You'll get a job then. But I think you might want to entertain some other things like a CPA that will get you a very handsome wage, but take a fraction of the effort, time, and cost. All right, we got any super chats? Chad Elkins, getting my MBA was one of the biggest regrets I'll ever have. Even though Chad, notice how charitable I am. Chad's not paying me. Now, if I want to talk to Chad during tax season, I got to pay him $370,000 an hour. But I'll be charitable and kind of throw him up for free because that's the kind of guy I am. Now, business degrees with a focus on accounting are the only ones worth a damn. And yes, I am biased. No, you're not biased. You're empiricized, if that's even a word. Our good buddy Atham, Vlad Elkins. Where's Vlad? I only see Chad Elkins. Where his sworn enemy and arch CPA rival, Vlad Elkins. I'm picturing Vlad Elkins to have like the devil's beard and mustache, and he's just a little bit more dapper, wearing slightly darker suits than Chad. We meet again, Chad Elkins. Vlad, what are you doing here? Oh, nothing, Chad. Just thought you might want some competition in Chicago. What are you thinking, Vlad? All right. That's it. See you guys later. Toodles.